Hey everyone, it's Brent with Investing on the Go. Today we're breaking down 6 ways you might be secretly sabotaging your 401k. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one. If you're brand new here, I help people build long-term wealth by staying consistent through simplified investing challenges and real transparency. So subscribe to stay consistent and hit that thumbs up. So with that said, let's start off with number 1, ignoring the silent killer of high fees. First up, and maybe the most dangerous act of a 401k sabotage is ignoring the fees. So it's easy to think it's just 1%, but that tiny percentage point can be a catastrophic leak in your financial boat. Let me put this into perspective. The US Department of Labor ran an analysis showing how devastating fees can be over a 35-year career. Let's imagine you have $25,000 balance today with a low fee of 0.5%. Your account could grow to over $227,000, assuming no more contributions. But if your fees are just 1% higher, say 1.5%, that same account might grow to only $163,000. That's a $64,000 difference. Gone, poof, vanish into thin air because of fees you probably didn't even know you were paying. In fact, one study showed that 70% of 401k participants believe they paid no fees at all because for decades, providers were not required to disclose them clearly. This long-term impact isn't just a number on a page, that's years of your life you might have to work longer. It's vacations you won't take, it's the financial peace of your mind you won't have. That money is just gone as a catastrophic leak. Don't let your boat sink, guys. So, what's the fix? It's a simple 5-minute check. Log into your 401k accounts right now. Find the document called prospectus for each of the funds that you own, or look at the line of the statement labeled expense ratio. This number is the percentage of your money that the fund is taking every single year. Your mission is to find the low-cost options. Look for passively managed index funds like an S&P 500 or a total stock market index fund. These funds just track the market, so they don't need high paid managers, which makes their expense ratios dramatically lower. A good expense ratio for these passive funds is generally under 0.05%, but there are many great ones even as low as 0.2%. So if your funds are charging 1% or more, you are almost certainly paying way too much. Making this one switch could be the most profitable financial decision you make all year. So I know in my own 401k in the past, when I was going through them, I was able to move from an expense ratio in these target dated funds to one that tracked the S&P 500 or total market. So it's really worth going out there, checking out the expense ratios, because they can be a huge difference over the lifetime of your account. Number 2, leaving free money on the table. The second way you might be sabotaging your retirement is probably by not contributing enough to get the full employer match. Honestly, this is the biggest unforced error in personal finance. When your employer offers a 401k match, they're giving you a 100% return on your investment instantly. There's no other investment on planet Earth that offers a guaranteed immediate 100% return. If you don't take it, you are literally throwing away free money. In fact, studies show that 1 in 4 workers fails to get their full company matched. So, for example, let's say you make $60,000 a year and your company matches 100% of what you put into it, up to 3% of your salary. That means if you contribute $1,800 a year, that's 3%. Your company deposits another $1,800 into your account for free. But if you only contribute 1%, you're only going to get that $600 match. You're leaving about $1,200 on the table every single year. Over a 35-year career, that's $1,200 you missed out every single year that could have grown to be more than $100,000, assuming a 7% annual return. You're sabotaging your future by walking past a pile of cash that your employer is begging you to pick up. The fix: captured the match. The fix for this is immediate. Log into your company's payroll or benefits portal, find your 401k contribution rate, find out the maximum your employer will match, and make sure your contributions is at least that high. For example, if they match contributions up to 6% of your salary, you need to be putting at least 6% to get the full match from them. Whatever you do, do not leave free money behind. With that said, Number 3, playing it way too safe. The third act of secret sabotage is being too conservative, especially when you're young. A lot of people are terrified of stock market swings, So they leave their 401k money sitting in cash, a stable value fund, or some super conservative bond fund. This feels safe, right? It feels safe, it feels responsible, but in reality, it's a guaranteed ticket to losing purchasing power over time. Cash and stable value funds almost never keep up with inflation. This means while your account balance might not go down, the value of that money or what it actually could buy you is silently shrinking every single year. Retirement investing is a long term game. When you're in your 20s, 30s, or even 40s, you have decades for your money to grow and recover from any market downturn. This is your growth phase. Historically, a diversified portfolio of stocks has always provided the best long term returns, far outpacing inflation. So, by hiding in cash, you are trading the short term discomfort of watching the market fluctuate for long term pain of a smaller nest egg. You're protecting your money from the very engine designed to make it grow. The fix for this is simple. First, understand the market volatility is normal and simply the price you pay for higher returns. Second, look at your plan's investment option. Most 401k plans offer something called target date funds. These are brilliant. You just pick the fund with the year closest to your planned retirement. For example, 2055, 2065. They do all the work for you, starting aggressive when you're young and automatically getting more conservative as you get closer to retirement. For anyone feeling overwhelmed, a low-cost target date fund is excellent set it and forget it solution. Now, we are halfway through the video. Quick check-in, drop a comment below. What is your biggest financial goal this year? I read and respond to every single one. Let's start a conversation in the comments. If you guys are enjoying this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. With that, let's go ahead and dive into number 4. The overconfidence trap of company stock. The fourth way you might be sabotaging your 401k is by loading up on your own company's stock. It feels loyal, the business, to believe in its future, and sometimes your employer even matches your contribution with company stock. But this is one of the riskiest things you can do with your retirement savings. Think about it. Your financial well-being is already tied to your employer. They pay your salary, they provide your benefits. By also concentrating your retirement savings into their stock, you're putting all of your financial eggs into one single very fragile basket. If you have too much company stock, and if the company hits hard times, you could lose your job, you could lose a huge chunk of your retirement, all at the same time. History is littered with sad stories of this. Employees of Enron, WorldCom lost billions in retirement savings because their 401ks were packed with company stock with the companies that imploded. The fix? It's simple diversification. As a general rule, financial experts recommend that no more than 10% of your retirement portfolio should be in any single stock, and that includes your own companies. Log into your 401k and check your holdings. If the company stock makes up a big slice of your pie, it's time to start selling it off gradually and reinvesting that money into low-cost, diversified index funds that hold hundreds of different companies. This spreads your risk and protects you from one company failure, ruining your portfolio. Number 5, the forgotten 401k of past jobs. The fifth form of sabotage is simply neglect, specifically neglecting your old 401ks you've left behind from previous jobs. We've all done it. You switch jobs, you get busy with a new role, and that old account just sits there like a financial orphan. This causes a few problems. First, it's a pain to manage multiple accounts, making it impossible to see your true financial future or maintain a clear investment strategy. Second, you might be paying way higher fees than the old plan, especially if it's with a smaller company. I talked about this years ago with my old 401k. Before I transferred it, I was getting hit with management fees, quarterly fees that were adding up to $10, $40, $100, if not more per year. Third, it's easy to lose track of them, right? As you hop from one company to the next, you just kind of lose track of them. They become orphan financial accounts. And the absolute worst mistake is cashing out that old 401k. I get it, the temptation is real, but it's a devastating move. When you cash out a 401k before retirement age, you'll almost certainly pay your regular income tax on the entire amount, plus a 10% early withdrawal penalty. A $20,000 account can easily shrink to $13,000 or less after it's all said and done. You've just wiped out years of hard work and savings by having done this. Now, the fix is to do a rollover. You have two main options here. The first is to do a direct rollover into your new company's 401k if they allow it, or the second is the rollover to an individual retirement account. Honestly, the IRA is often the best choice because it gives you nearly an unlimited investment option and more control over fees. The process is easy. Just contact the provider of your old 401k and your new IRA provider and tell them you want to initiate a direct rollover. They generally handle the transfer, and as long as the money goes straight from one retirement account to the other, there's no taxes or penalties. Now, I know with my most recent 401k, I had to go into their website, request a transfer. I had to set up a one-on-one with a financial advisor saying, hey, I left the company. They sent me the documentation. Because I'm married, had to go down with my wife, get it notarized, and then send it back to them for them to transfer this whole thing. So, just a little mention there. Now, referral mentions. If you guys are ready to take action today, here are 3 tools that I personally use. Number 1, SoFi Invest. Start with $25, get a $25 bonus, and join our $1,000 investment challenge. SoFi Money up to $325 bonus, 3.8% APY in savings, plus checking, credit card, and all investments all in one place. And then number 3, Policy Genius. Get fast, affordable life, home, or auto insurance tailored to protect your family without breaking the bank. Links are all in the pinned comment down below, so check them out right after this video. So with that said, number 6. Using your 401k as a piggy bank. The 6th and final way people sabotage their retirement, treating their 401k like a personal piggy bank by taking out loans. I know many plans allow it, and on the surface it seems like it's a good idea. The interest rate is generally low and you're paying yourself back. That's a dangerous illusion. When you take a loan, you're yanking that money out of the market. It's no longer invested, which means you lose out on all the potential compound growth it would have earned. That missed growth is the real cost of the loan. Worse, many plans won't let you make contributions while you have the loan taken out, meaning you miss out on putting new money in, and crucially, you miss out on the employer match. But here is the real kicker. If you lose or leave your job for any reason, that entire loan balance often becomes due almost immediately, typically within 60 to 90 days. If you can't repay it, that outstanding amount is treated as a withdrawal. You'll owe income taxes on it, and if you're under 59 and a half, you're going to get slammed with that brutal 10% penalty. Suddenly, losing your job also triggers a massive unexpected tax bomb. So, the solution is to think of your 401k as untouchable. It's not an emergency fund. It's not for a down payment on a car. It's your lifeline for your future self. Before you even think about your 401k loan, explore other options such as the home equity line of credit, a personal loan, or just old-fashioned savings. A 401k loan should be the absolute final last resort. With that said, if you found this video helpful, subscribe for weekly investing tips, smash that like button, and don't forget to check out the links in the pinned comment to start building your own financial foundation. Thanks for watching. Drop me a comment down below. What match is your 401k? Think long term and stay consistent. Again, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.